Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to show you guys my Lesion build. As we all know, Lesion is definitely one of the most powerful polearms in the game because of its special passive and pretty good base stats. Makes it a really great weapon. Let's get to know about the Lesion. What's so good about it? To cut short, Lesion has this buff that triggers whenever you land a status damage upon enemies. What this buff does is that it adds extra attack speed to it, as well as 100% toxin damage. This works really well with corrosive, gas or viral builds. Since these three damage types also has toxin as one of their base elements, it can really add up well to your overall DPS. But there's a downside for this weapon. It has the smallest attack range out of all polearms, smallest slam radius, and 5% critical chance. This means we can't work much with the Lesion because you can't have a critical and status build on this, and you can't cover a large area as well. But what it stands out is its passive that synergizes very well with many things, and its high status chance. Keep in mind, I'm not going to use a Rivens mod on this build because A. I don't have a Rivens mod for Lesion, B. The Rivens deposition on this weapon is extremely low, and C. Majority of people probably won't have access to these kinds of mods, except for a few mods here. And also, the format count of this build may vary on your milestone. Alright, let's talk about the build. You don't have to use these prime mods, you can still use the regular mods and it will still work fine. All these mods, they are just the tip of the iceberg, or the icing of the cake, or whatever you want to call it. The trump card in this build is condition overload. This mod synergizes extremely well with this weapon. I'll put the mod up on the screen for you to read how it works. Basically, if you deal status damage towards an enemy, your damage will increase. If you read it carefully, it says per status type affecting the target. This means the more elemental mods you put in your build, the more damage you get. The way you calculate this is by applying this formula: modded damage multiplied by 1.6 to the power of number of status types. Since there are 13 total status types in this game, and we get 5 status types on this weapon, which are puncture, slash, impact, corrosive and blast. And so let's do some maths about that. If you add up the total damage in my Lesion build, which is this equation right here, and then multiply it by 1.6 to the power of 5, you will get an answer of around 10,213.13. And that is going to be the damage I expect from this build. Last but not least, let's talk about which Warframes will work well with Lesion. Definitely Warframes that can buff their speed, such as Volt and Valkyr, or Warframes that can buff the damage like Sarin, Rhino, Octavia, Mirage and more. Any good melee arcanes will pair well with Lesion as well, such as the Arcane Strike or the Arcane Fury. I find Valkyr with Arcane Strike fun to play with and works a lot too, since this weapon can easily handle most enemies in the star chart, endless void fishes or even sorties. But if you want the real deal, Sarin with the same arcane works really well with Lesion. Let the video be the explanation itself. Alrighty, in conclusion, the Lesion is one of the most powerful weapons with some pretty bad downsides. Even its cons are that bad, you can still perform really good without a Riven. Actually, I think it has always been this good. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a thumbs up, comment something nice, and please consider subscribing. This is Ari Kirino, signing out.